everyone, welcome back to another video. Fantasy Girl here, and in case you weren't able to tell, we're about to complete the final set of quests that are going to be leading up to the ending of the Sorrows of Werlyt. So here we are back in Amigo, just outside Porta Praetoria, and the quest is called Duty in the Sky with Diamond. So this of course has been confirmed to be the diamond weapon that we're going to be up against, and the Resistance troops have received intriguing information from Werlyt. Wasn't expecting to see you here, considering all that's been happening about Eorzea of late. Still, if you have a mind to assist us, we'd like to share the latest developments in Werlyt. As luck would have it, here comes the ideal person to explain the situation. Thanks, I'll take it from here. Oh! Was not expecting her to show up. I'm glad to see you looking so well, Claire. It's been too long, Monaco. Yes, it certainly has. Haven't seen you around Ralgar's Reach much lately. Anyone would think you're trying to avoid me. But as much as I'd love to stand around chatting, I'm afraid I've got some serious business to discuss. Following the liberation of Turncliff, it seems the people of Werlyt also have their hearts set on freeing themselves from the grip of the Empire. Yeah, it seems to be a popular phrase going around right now. Like-minded citizens have rallied under the banner of the Werlyt Revolutionaries, and they aim to dispose the 7th Legion that currently occupies the city. Their ranks include many former conscripts, and between them, they possess no small amounts of combat experience. The only thing they lack is someone to lead them. After much consideration, they decided to turn to none other than Gaius Belsar. Of course, many would balk at the idea of turning to a former enemy, and many did, but desperate times call for desperate measures. His reputation as a legatus speaks for itself, and as most Alamegans will attest, he was a far more reasonable and pragmatic leader than his predecessor, the Mad King Theodoric, or his successor Xenos for that matter. But most importantly, he was the one who led the invasion of Werlyt in the first place, so who better than him to take it back? After accepting their offer, he requested the delivery of additional arms and provisions from the Alamegan resistance. We've got our hands full dealing with the Telophoroi, as do the rest of our allies in Eorzea, but we'll do what we can. While my comrades see to the preparations, I've been assigned to meet with him in person. I was wondering, could you accompany me to Turncliff? Thanks, Claire. To be perfectly honest, coming face to face with the Black Wolf is a rather daunting prospect, even if he has supposedly turned over a new leaf. And I'm sure having you there will make a world of difference. I believe you're acquainted with our escort, yes? Let him know when you're ready to get going. Well, that's interesting. Then again, I mean, who better than someone who already conquered Werlyt could possibly lead them to conquering Werlyt again? Still, yeah, that's very, very interesting. I'm really not sure what to make of that. Yes, please. Another trip to Turncliff. Okay, we're back here. Oh, and it looks like we have some new people to talk to. A long time coming, but finally, Werlyt will throw off the shackles of Imperial rule. Many of my comrades were dead against having Gaius Belsar of all people lead the charge. But as I always say, if you want a job done properly, hire a professional. After all, he's already conquered Werlyt once, so I'm certain he'll be just as successful a second time. That's exactly what I was saying! Because out of everyone here, he's the one who has the experience! You know, you think that the Empire would have seen this coming, to be honest. I mean, it's really not a good thing if so many of your provinces, like so many of your people, are willing to overthrow you. Okay, that is a sign that things aren't good, and yet, why did the Garleans think that they are the best thing since sliced bread? Gaius Belsar, I presume? I come bearing the Amigan Resistance official reply to your request for aid. I see. You have my thanks. Does this mean we can finally make our move? With the assistance of the Alamegans, we will soon have sufficient arms at our disposal to stand a chance at victory. At least we forget that the 7th Legion has been conserving its strength thus far, and we must be prepared for severe casualties should its full might be brought to bear. If our lives must be the price of freedom, we will pay it willingly. I like their armor. Where do we get that armor? Let me be clear, we Alamegans have not forgotten that it was you who led the invasion of our homeland. The blood of our fallen loved ones is on your hands. Even so, the people of Werlyt chose you to lead the revolution, and we will honor their decision. I only hope they will not come to regret it. As do I. Should I be found unworthy of their trust, I shall submit to their judgment and whatever that may entail. Forgive me, but might we return to the task at hand? First, I would like to discuss the transportation of supplies from Amigo. This way, if you please. Once again, I prepare to lead an army into Werlyt. The irony is not lost on me. It is a cruel twist of fate that these people, so desperate from years of oppression, should turn to their conqueror for salvation. For most of my life, I believed that only the Empire possessed the strength and wisdom to lead mankind, that only through great sacrifice could civilization hope to thrive. And so I led the conquest of Eorzea, forcing the doctrine of Garlemald upon the ignorant and uncivilized. In every territory I sought out those with the potential for greatness, without regard for one's birth or circumstances, that they might serve the Empire. Well, on that note, you at least were better than a lot of your others. There are those such as Valent who see being born Garlean a virtue in and of itself, one above all others. To think that a monster such as him should be granted the position of legatus and everything that entails, it makes my blood boil. Valens bring shame upon our homeland, and make mock of the ideals it once stood for. By my hand he shall pay for his foul crimes. You're running out of time, Gaius. We have to go after her. There's something I would show you, but not here. Come with me. Oh no. I'm guessing that Allie already left. So, who is going to be piloting the diamond weapon? I'm not really sure I understand where this is all going. Why did Allie have to keep all this a secret? We could have helped her. You must keep this to yourself. I do not want the soldiers to think I am being distracted by personal matters. This letter was found in her room. Dear Father, I'm sorry for leaving without saying goodbye, for the thought of Alphonse suffering alone is more than I can bear. For his sake and for the freedom of Werlyt, I have decided to take matters into my own hands. I know of a way to save them, a way to end it all. I have to seize this chance before it is too late. My mind is set. Please do not try to stop me, Father. The days we spent together were the happiest of my life, and no matter what happens, nothing can take that away from me. With all my love, Allie. She is heading for the 7th Legion stronghold in Werlyt. I'm certain of it. taking matters into our own hands. She must be planning to take control of one of the weapons. If so, there's no time to waste. We have to mobilize our forces and save Allie and Alphonse. I want nothing more than to save them, but I cannot ask the Werlyt revolutionaries to risk their lives to rescue 2 Imperial soldiers. In any case, if we were to rush into battle without adequate preparation, the 7th Legion would tear our partisan army to shreds. And as capable a warrior as Claire is, if she were to charge headlong into the heart of the enemy, she would be overwhelmed by sheer numbers. But if we don't do something, Allie and Alphonse are as good as dead. I know, Severa. And so did Allie when she wrote that letter. Returning alive was never part of her plan. Can you hear me? I'm in Werlyt, just outside Castrum Cullinum. All hell's has broken loose. There was an enormous explosion, and through the smoke and flames I saw what appeared to be another weapon. At this rate, the entire... Confound it, we have lost the signal. This must be what Allie spoke of in the letter. A way to end it all. Alphonse and the others were planning this from the beginning. To bring the Empire project to completion and use it to free Werlyt from the Empire, even at the cost of their own lives. If the revolutionaries were to hear that a weapon has been unleashed upon the Imperial headquarters, they would see it as the perfect opportunity to strike. If it's running amok, it may not distinguish between allies and the Imperials. A large force would draw too much attention, but the 3 of us should be able to get close enough without it noticing us. Come on, Gaius. You gotta tell us, what is it you want to do? Between us, we can find a way to save them. Cannot allow it. This is my burden to bear, and I shall bear it alone. Rest assured, I have every intention of making it out alive. Yeah, I don't intend on dying here. Very well. For the time being, I will have the revolutionaries stand by and await my signal. An opportunity to reclaim Werlyt may yet present itself, but we must first be allowed to remove the threat of this new weapon. Severa, have said ready the G-Warrior. Understood. Once your preparations are complete, let us reconverge outside the hangar. I just don't think that he wanted to risk any more lives than necessary. Oh man, Gaius. I don't know what I feel about you now, but it's really different. Oh, sometime earlier in the 7th Legion Werlyt's headquarters. Oh, please tell me something happened to this guy. Damn, he's still alive. How wonderful it is to see you again, my dear. I was beginning to think that you weren't coming back. In my impatience, I may have vented my frustrations on that brother of yours. I do hope you'll forgive me. Lord Valens, you mentioned before that the previous weapons were merely prototypes used to gather combat data with their cores. Yes, very good. I see you are paying attention after all. Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, the primals they absorbed in the data they accumulated will serve a singular purpose. The completion of my masterpiece, the Diamond Weapon! Oh man, those kids are so dead-eyed. And while you and your siblings were able to retrieve the necessary data from the Ruby weapon before Gaius and his lackeys arrived, Sapphire and Emerald were handed to the enemy on a silver platter! Those worthless curs failed to meet even my exceedingly low expectations! As detailed in my report, I took it upon myself to infiltrate Gaius Belsar's band of rebels and reclaim the data. Yes, you have done well, my dear. My engineers have already finished feeding it to the Diamond Weapon. Then all that remains is for me to assume my role as its pilot, and for you to release my brother and the rest of our compatriots, as per our agreement. Of course, a handful of savages is a small price to pay for your remarkable talents. Even though the weapons project's revolutionary technology allows even an untrained pilot to fight with the skills of a veteran soldier, only the truly gifted can draw out the full potential of the synthetic auracite. In addition to their physical attributes and combat prowess, I require unwavering loyalty before I can even consider entrusting a candidate with one of my creations. And you are everything I desire. I am honored that you regard me so highly, Lord Valens. However, in return for my continued cooperation, I wish to propose an extra condition to our arrangement. I request that the people of Werlyt be given full imperial citizenship and right to self-govern. My, how very bold of you, and quite astute at that. Yes, I could grant the people of Werlyt citizenship, if I so desired. Unfortunately, a mere legatus such as myself is in no position to simply relinquish control of imperial territory on a whim. Come now, we both know that the weapons are but a means to an end. Your true intent is to march on the capital and claim it for yourself, correct? Once you have taken the throne, one small territory would seem a fair reward for those who played a vital role in the ascension of Emperor Valens. I say, for someone so sweet and innocent, you certainly drive a hard bargain. Very well, if it's Werlyt you want, it's yours. I'll soon have no need for this stinking backwater providence anyway. And what about my brother? Ah yes, Alwick, or was it Alfred? Whatever his name is, you needn't worry. I've made special arrangements for him. Oh no. I don't like how he said that. He'll be perfectly safe, provided you uphold your side of the agreement. Excellent! Now, let's get you aboard the diamond weapon, shall we? Ah, one step closer to my coronation. This is the moment I've been waiting for. I know this isn't what Father would have wanted. It's the only way. Please forgive me. What did he do with Alphonse? I am now terrified. I mean, that guy is probably dead. I just feel like he's dead or something from what he was saying. Oh no, I mean that would easily take care of all 5 kids. Oh boy, and I forgot how ugly that thing is. Initiating the synthetic auracite system. All sensors activated. So far, so good. Diamond weapon, codename Xenos. Commencing activation sequence. Behold, perfection itself! As Cyndia, Recon, and Rex gave their lives, that others may live without fear. The auracite has taken hold. I'm just so glad you didn't have to go through this, Alphonse. But you'll have to go on without me. You and Father still must work together to— Ah! I'm sorry I can't be there at your side. This is the only way. What's that, my dear? Is something the matter? The diamond weapon is mine. Your tyranny ends here, Valens. Oh yeah, go for it! Oh, please tell me she blasts him apart. Please tell me she takes him apart. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, I love this. It is so satisfying. Oh, come on, Allie, you're missing everywhere. Lowborn filth! If you think your little performance had me fooled, you are sorely mistaken. What are you waiting for? Shut it down. Yes, my lord. Transmitting deactivation signal. Oh no. No, no, no. Come on. Oh, it's not responding. That insolent whelp had me worried for a moment. Bring her to me alive, even if it means damaging the machine. When I am through with her, she will beg for death. Oh no, Allie, you've got to get out of there. No, I can't let it end like this. Melissendia, Recon, Rex, guide my hand. Alphonse, wherever you are, lend me your strength. Biz. Combat sample. Biz. Ready. Initiating Overmind. Subject name. Biz. Okay, what's going on? Overmind? What is that? Oh no! What happened? What's going on? This can't be. It's ignoring the shutdown signal and initiating Overmind. But how? I don't care how! Stop that thing before it brings down the whole castrum! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! There we go! Oh, tell me it kills him! Oh, sweet justice right there! I have no idea how that worked or not. I mean, could her siblings have something to do with that? I mean, their data was kind of mixed in with it as well. Maybe they somehow are inside the machine too? I don't know. And where's Alphonse? I don't know. None of this is making sense. Alright, there's everyone. Were it not for you, I suspect Gaius would have ventured into Werlyt by himself, with little more than a gunblade for protection. Thank you for persuading him to take a less rash course of action. So unable to save Melissendia, Recon, and Rex, but there may yet be hope for Allie and Alphonse. Ready to depart? I'll send for Master Garland. We all expected another weapon to appear sooner or later, but not quite like this. According to Valdinian, after it had finished laying waste to the headquarters of the 7th Legion, it took to the sky. Though this has dealt a massive blow to the Imperial forces, I am certain that Allie's on board the weapon. It must be halted before she comes to harm, and for that, I need the G-Warrior and airships to transport it. I see that one thing hasn't changed since your days at the Black Wolf, your penchant for gigantic war mechana. If this means the G-Warrior has another chance to shine, I'd be happy to oblige. Only this time, rather than having it unceremoniously towed by airships, I have a more dynamic entrance in mind. Oh no, what is that supposed to mean? Oh, it's you! It's good to see you again, Claire. From what I hear, we have you to thank for Alvania volunteering to help with the ironworks. Since she joined the team, our work has come on leaps and bounds. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to finally put my knowledge and skills to good use. And as far as I can tell, your target is the diamond weapon, the most powerful of them all. What's worse, its design incorporates all of the combat data and abilities of the other weapons, making it far more formidable than those you've encountered before. Thankfully, we have time to prepare for such an occasion. Would you care to elaborate? Let me put it like this. Thanks to Lavinia's tireless dedication, the G-Warrior has been reborn. There'll be time to explain more on the way. Come on, the Enterprise is waiting. I'm somewhat scared of what we're going to see here. Man, I am having some Bismarck flashbacks here. Oh my god, I knew it was big. I didn't think it'd be that big. It's huge! Very impressive. And may I ask what purpose it serves? Since our objective is to rescue the pilot, we've added a means of capturing the diamond weapon. We come to save lives, not end them. And for that reason, the G-Warrior has been reborn. I present to you the G-Savior. It just looks like they put a bunch of hardware on the thing's back. They turned the G-Warrior into a hood ornament. Oh, what have you done? Oh, wow. Looky here. So I'm guessing you can take us back to Turncliff. Yep. No thank you. Now that we're here, I don't want to go. Oh, wow. Look at this. And this music is awesome. Oh, I can't wait to see what they do to this thing. You have to save Melcindia's foster siblings, Alphonse and Allie, aren't you? Please do whatever you can to bring them back safely. Well, I intend to, if I can figure out what's going on. While you and Gaius deal with the diamond weapon, I'll be doing my best to aid Valdilian's safe return from Werlyt. Hopefully he's taking advantage of the chaos to make good his escape. I'll be monitoring the situation from the Enterprise. Should things take a turn for the worse, I'll be ready to intervene. Once again, Sid and his engineers have provided precisely what we required before we even knew it ourselves. Yeah, they do that. Due to the added complexity, we'll have Gaius pilot while Claire handles the various armaments. Agreed. There will be little opportunity for us to grow accustomed to our roles, but even so, we must succeed at all costs. Alright, the cloud deck now accessible! It seems the controls are the same as the previous iteration. Though it has been some time since I last piloted War Mechana of elegant origin, lack of practice is no excuse for failure. You know what? That's pretty good advice. Okay, so let's head straight on into the cloud deck, is what I would like to say. However, I think that we'll call it there for right now. Yeah, so in the next video, we will be going up against our first blind run against the diamond weapon, and hopefully we'll be able to find out what's going on from here. So until next time, everyone, hope you all looking forward to it.